Hi everyone, my name's Kate and I'm the creator of Body Edit. We're excited to be involved in the Zero Calorie Advent Calendar, and today I'm going to be taking you through a short workout of about 10 to 15 minutes, and we're going to be focusing on the legs. So the Body Edit method is all about small isometric movements that incorporate an element of cardio because it's hard work, but you're not jumping around, bouncing around the room or the gym. You're essentially doing lots of small pulsing movements, working within the muscles, getting deep into the muscles, and you're using your own body weight for resistance. And that's one of the keys to the Body Edit method, is that by using your own body weight as resistance, you're creating proportion and definition and you won't bulk up. And we also stretch after every set of exercises so that you can lengthen the muscles out afterwards, which also increases strength gains. So when you do build lean muscle, it's tight to the bones, so it's long, nice, lean lines, and you get a body that's very proportionate, nice and toned with no bulky bits. Whatever shape and size you are, you'll get a nice flow and proportion, and you'll get what you could say is similar to a dancer's body. So today I'm going to focus on the legs. I thought it's Christmas time, everybody wants to wear their nice party dresses, so let's do some moves that will give you nice, long, lean, slim legs. If you keep up this workout and try and do it 3 times a week, you'll definitely notice results within a few weeks. So to start off with, we're going to do a warm-up because we want to make sure the joints and the body's ready for some exercise. So if you just start by raising the knees up towards the chest. So it's nice controlled movements with the abs sucked in, nice strong core. Imagine that there's a piece of string coming out the top of your head, pulling you up. So you've got really nice strong posture, shoulders are not up, they're nice and relaxed and down. And we'll just keep going with this for a little bit longer. And we're going to add in alternate arms. So we're bringing up the arms, swinging them in front and slightly behind. Again, nice strong core, lifting up with the body and controlled movements. So by doing this, we're warming up the joints of the shoulders, knees, hips, ankles. We'll just do this for a few more counts. A little bit longer. Should be feeling a bit warmer. And then we're just going to bring in a slightly alternate move here with the arms. So we're going to take the elbow to the knee. So there's a little bit of twist in the torso now. A little bit of diagonal twist, working out the side of the abs, the obliques. Keep going with that. We'll go for 5 more, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next move, we're going to come into a wide stance, bending at the knees. We're just going to bend and point, bend and point. So I'm going to turn forward so you can see. We're just warming up the knees a little more. And we're just going to swing in the arms. Again, conscious of your core at all times. Nice and strong, controlled movements. Okay, we're going to come center. I'm just doing it from the side so you can see me. Now we're just going to take the arms, round over the shoulders and tilt the pelvis up. Then we're going to do the opposite, and we're just going to bring the arms back and tilt the pelvis back. So this one's warming up the pelvis and the upper back and the chest. So it's rounding over with the chest and tilting the pelvis under, rounding back. So we'll keep doing that. We'll go for 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lovely, come on up. So you should feel a bit warmer. If you're not feeling warm, just do that again, repeat that one, because we want to make sure you're nice and warm. Okay, now I just want to show you something which is integral to the Body Edit method, and that's working in neutral pelvis. This is incredibly important for your posture generally. Basically, neutral pelvis is where you're not tilting back or tilting forward, and Depending on predominance of the exercise you normally do, or if you don't exercise, or even genetics, we can all be sort of slightly out of alignment with our pelvis. So some people tend to be slightly sway back, which, if you imagine, this distributes the weight unevenly on the joints below and above. And some people can be naturally tilting forwards. And again, it has the same issue. So when the pelvis is in neutral, so it's perfectly straight, the weight's distributed evenly amongst all the joints, which is the ideal proportion, and this will help you throughout all other sports and fitness, so running, walking, even sitting. If you're strengthening up the pelvic area and you're working in neutral pelvis, you're going to have a lot less problems and injury throughout your life, basically. So integral to body edit is learning what that feels like and making sure that throughout all the moves you're maintaining neutral pelvis. So first of all, for those of you that aren't used to working in neutral pelvis, I'm just going to show you how to sort of recognise what that feels like, so that throughout the moves in a moment you can try and make sure you're still in neutral pelvis. So stand with the feet slightly hip width apart, so just about as wide as your hips, in line with the hips, and we're just going to have a slight bend at the knees, and you're going to place the forefinger on the front of the hip bone and your thumb is on the back of the hip bone and they're level. So what I want you to do is tilt the pelvis forward and then tuck it back. Tilt it forwards, tilt it back. Feel the balance shift in between the finger and the thumb. And you'll feel that when you tilt forward, you can feel a lot more pressure on the front, on the forefinger, and when you tilt back, you can feel a lot more pressure on the thumb. So keep doing that and just sort of in your mind, recognise the feeling of it being out of the weight being distributed unevenly from the forefinger to the thumb. And then I want you to come centre where it feels even. So that should be about there. If you haven't got a mirror in front of you, it's a good idea to do this in front of the mirror first, just so you can see and feel exactly what it looks like. But basically, you should be nice and neutral here. And then once you've got that position, you then just straighten up the legs and make sure you're still there, because something that's quite common is once you straighten up, people tend to go back into that position or that position. So it's quite important to bear in mind that you need to keep that with straight legs and throughout all the moves we're doing. So now we've got that sorted, we're going to go on to our first move for the workout. So all you'll need is a chair that should be approximately at hip height, or you could use a work surface in your kitchen if that's at your hip height, maybe even a mantelpiece in your living room. And you'll need a cushioned floor. So I'm just doing it on the carpet today, but if you need like a gym mat or something like that, if you've got a hard floor, that's fine. For this move, the mat's not quite so important, but for some of the moves we're doing a bit later on, you will need the mat. So we're going to start off facing the chair. We're going to have our hands resting lightly on the back of the chair. We're going to stand with our feet together, knees together, ankles together, so everything's zipped up around in the legs. And then we're just going to come up on a really high toe. So this is as high as you can go on your tiptoes. Just going to stand a little bit further back. Okay, so everything's touching below the waist, so all the way zipped up. And then what we're going to do is we're going to bend at the knees, only at the knees, and we're going to come forward into this sort of seated position, but we're not fully seated down here, we're just sort of about halfway down to seated. So keeping everything nice and tight, the knees together, the ankles together, the feet touching, we're going to start doing small pulses now. Like I said, bear in mind that this is neutral pelvis, so we're not sticking out, we're not tucking under, we're in neutral pelvis. You've got the core zipped up, imagine again the piece of strings coming out the top of your head, shoulders are nice and relaxed, and we're just pulsing down. And it's small baby moves, maybe a couple of inches. There's no like major swinging, it's just small pulses, okay? So we're going to do this for another 20. Okay. I may mess up the counting, as it's not very easy when you're on your own, but I think we've got another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. So just hold it low. We're not coming back up. We're holding it low for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it here. We're going to tilt the pelvis forward, push it back. Tilt it forward, push it back. Keep going. Now this is a move where we are going out of neutral pelvis, but there's a reason, because we're working certain muscles, so we can do it at this point, you're allowed to do it. So keep going with that, staying low. Make sure you're pushing yourself with the height you're at, so if it's easy, get a bit lower. Okay, we're going to do 10 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. You should feel your legs starting to fire up now, so they should feel like they're getting pretty hot. You might even be shaking, that's fine, that's the lactic acid being reduced, just work through it. Next move is wiggles to the side, so we're going from hip to hip. So I'm just going to turn forward so you can see. It's a wiggle and a wiggle. So you're just like, imagine a piece of string is on each hip at the side, pulling it up. So we're going to keep on with that. We're going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, we're going to combine the first two moves. So we're going to go down and tuck and back. We're going to go down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back. Last 5, down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back, down, tuck, back. Last 2, keep going, round, tuck, back, down, tuck, back, and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come on up. Okay, so I don't know about you, but my legs are aching. So now's the time to do the stretch. Just lengthen out the muscles, shake it out a little bit. So, facing the chair, take hold of the right foot, or whichever foot is most convenient first. Hold it with the same hand on that side, and you're just going to start with a slight bend in the standing leg. Don't lock the knee out, and we're just going to bring that knee forward and then take it back gently. Ease it back. Try and stay in neutral pelvis. We're just stretching out the front of the thigh here, the quads. And nice deep breaths. Getting the oxygen back to the muscles. Lovely. And then just ease that forward one more time and take it back again. Should be able to go a little bit further this time. And if you can, tilt the pelvis forward so you're tucking the pelvis under, which increases the stretch up the front for the hip flexor. Lovely. Take that down, swap sides. I'll turn this way just so you can see. So we're going to take hold of the opposite foot and the opposite hand and bring that knee forwards and take it back. Nice gentle breathing. Have a slight bend in the standing leg. Okay, bring that forward one more time and ease it back again. Take some nice deep breaths and tuck the pelvis slightly under to increase the stretch. Feel it through the hip flexor here. Lovely, and shake that out. So we're ready for the next move now, which is very similar, but the feet are in a slightly different position. So you're now starting with your heels together and your knees together to start off with, but the toes are about that far apart. So you've got the toes approximately 15 centimetres apart. We're going to keep the heels together and we're going to rise up, but this time we're only going a couple of inches, I'd say about 2.5 inches off the floor. We're not going up to the full tiptoe. So we're keeping the heels together and then we bend at the knees. So the knees now come apart because they're coming outwards slightly. So again, get low, come to sort of like your halfway point from being horizontally parallel with the floor. And we're just going to start the pulses again. Very similar move. We're just going to start pulsing up and down, nice control movement. And again, remember we're in neutral pelvis here, so we're sucking in the abs. Again, you've got the string coming out the top of the head. Nice relaxed shoulders. Looking forwards. I know I'm looking sideways at you guys, but looking forwards. Lovely. We're going to go for 20 more here. So last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold it there. So we're just going to hold now for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to start pushing the knees ever so gently back. It's just a tiny move. It's probably like an inch and a half. And you're using the outer side of the thighs and the side of the glutes here. Side of your bum. So it's just a tiny move. So we're just going to go for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And hold it there for 10, 9, 8. Get lower if you can. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to combine the last two moves. So it's down, push back, down, push back, down, push back. Keep going. Down, push back, down, push back. If you're shaking, it's all right, just keep on going. Down, push back, down, push back. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold it there. We're going to hold again, don't come up. If at any point you're in real pain, then obviously stop, come on up. Okay, now we're going to do another move which we did before, so we're now wiggling from side to side with the hips. So imagine like the hips being pulled up each side. So we're going to go for the last set of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get lower and we're going to hold for 20. Nice deep breathing. So that's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Get lower. 4, 3, 2, 1. And gently come on up. Lovely. Shake it out again. So we're just going to follow up with exactly the same stretch as before. Take the foot in the same hand on that side. Bring the knee forwards. And then gently ease it back. Bring the knee forwards again. And gently ease it that bit back. It should go a little further and tilt the pelvis. Tuck it under and feel it a little bit higher in the hip flexor. Lovely. Other side. Take hold of the foot. Make sure you don't lock out the standing legs. Have a gentle, small bend in that standing leg. Bring the knee forwards. Gently take it back. Should be feeling the stretch down the front of the thigh. Do that one more time. Take it back and tuck the pelvis under and feel it in the hip flexor. Again, nice deep breaths. Okay, now we're ready for the last move. So this one's slightly different. I'm going to show you how to get into the position from the front view, but then I'm going to do the moves from the side because then you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. But basically we're getting into a wide squat. So we're coming right down. You want to make sure that your knees are over the ankles. They're not further than the ankles on either side. And when you look over your leg and look down your knee, your foot should be in exactly the same line as the knee. So your feet aren't turned in or too far out. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the moves from the side. So, just pull the leggings up. So basically we're coming down into the wide squat position. Again, you're in neutral pelvis, unless I tell you otherwise. And you've got lovely relaxed shoulders, nice lifted chest, and core nice and strong. And we're going to hold onto the chair, or essentially we're just resting our arms on the chair. And we're just going to start pulsing down again. This time we're activating more of the inner thigh, but also the glutes again. Okay, keep going with that. Just baby pulses again. It's about a couple of inches up and down. Nice controlled movements. There's no momentum. It's not like you're swinging. You're just doing nice controlled movements. Lovely. Now hold there and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to do that move again where we push the knees back, but it's a tiny move. Just almost an inch, if that, where the knees go backwards. And again, you're using the outer thighs and the side of the glutes here to get that happening. Let's keep going. We'll do 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now hold, and we're going to combine the two. So we're going to go down and back, down and back, down, back, down, back, down, back. Just tiny moves, down, back, nice and controlled. Down and back, down and back. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it there. If at any point you need to reset, that's fine. Come on up, or if you're in pain. Okay, we're going to lift the outer foot. So we're going to go on a high tiptoe with the foot on one side. So I'm choosing this side. Your body stays completely in line as it was before. That's not moving. It's just literally one heel goes up. And we're going to start pulsing for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swap sides. So the opposite foot goes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now if you can, you alternate each move. So it's 1, 2, each foot goes up alternately. So right up, left up, right up, left up. Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Take both heels up and hold for 10, 9, 8. Think about neutral pelvis, shoulders relaxed, chest lifted. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last set, we're doing 20 pulses with both heels up. So that's, we've got 5 more to 10. 3, 4, 5. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the heels and gently come on up. That's fantastic. Well done. Shake the legs out. We're just going to do a stretch now for the inner thigh. So I'm going to move the chair out of the way. We're just going to come back to that wide squat position. I want you to bend at the legs, but also bend at the hips now. So you're hinging forward with the hips, placing the forearms on the inner thigh. And we're just going to push those thighs gently, very gently backwards. So you should get to feel the stretch in the inner thigh now. Take some nice deep breaths. You've been working really hard, so you want to get the oxygen back to the muscles. Stretch that out. And if you like, you can do an ever so gentle, slight rock from side to side. But very small, just a minute little rock from side to side. Just to get a little bit more deeply into the inner thigh muscles. Okay, lovely. And then place the palms on the floor and twist the feet towards the front, so forward. So now your feet are facing forwards. Okay, lovely. And we're just going to walk the arms outwards with straight legs, or as straight as possible. And just feel the stretch down the back of the thighs. Again, nice deep breaths. Lovely, and come back to the middle with the hands and just bend and straighten with the legs. Nice relaxed head. Lovely, keep going with that. We're just stretching out the back of the legs. Fantastic. And then we're going to bring the feet in together. So feet together, knees bent, palms still on the floor, and just straighten and bend at the legs there. Nice relaxed neck and head. Lovely. One last time. And then come to the bent position, and then we're just going to round on up vertebra by vertebra, coming to standing. Roll out the shoulders, shake it all out, and that's it. So if you try and keep those small 3 routines up for the, I'd say approximately 3 times a week, maybe 4 times a week, you're definitely going to see results with your legs and also the glutes, and in fact your whole body, because you're working your whole body, but specifically you're going to start to see nice toned, long lean legs with definition. If you're interested in finding out more about Body Edit, we are going to be starting classes in central London soon, and we're currently available for personal training. So if you want to find out more, details are available on the Zero Calorie Advent Calendar website. And look forward to hearing from you guys soon. And also we're doing, as I said at the beginning, we're doing another short workout focusing on the abs. So that will be coming up at some point later in December. Okay, thanks very much. Bye-bye.